Hey everyone, the purpose of this video is to show you how to format a paper in MLA format. The first thing that you need to do is change the font. So you go up here. The font for MLA format is Times New Roman. So you got to scroll down to the T's, Times New Roman, size 12. In MLA format, you also need to have double spacing. The easiest way to do this is to go up to this line spacing and change that to double. Now, in MLA format, you also need to have page number with your last name. To insert a page number, you go to Insert, Page Numbers, and then you want to choose this first option right here. What that does is create a header. But we also need to add in your last name. So click on the left-hand side here, type in your last name with a space after it, and then you can click off of the header. And since we have already changed the font to where we need it to be, you do not have to worry about changing the font up there. It should stay the same. So now we need to do a heading. The page number was in the header. Now we have the heading. So the first thing that needs to go in is your first name and your last name, preferably with things spelled correctly and capitalizations where they need to be. The line after that needs to be my name, since this is an assignment for me. The line after that needs to be the name of the class. So social justice, nature writing, sports and lit, dystopia, whatever class you are in will go there. And then finally, the line after that is going to be the due date. And notice, since we already changed everything to double spacing, that everything is all set up for you. Immediately after this heading, we need to go into the title of your paper, and that needs to be centered. It doesn't get any new pretty fonts. It doesn't get any new size, no bold, no italicized, no underline, nothing pretty. It is literally just a line with the title that is centered. Hit enter again, and then that is where you're going to start typing out your paper. So I highly recommend putting left align back in, hitting tab so that you're indenting your first paragraph. And then this is where you can start typing your paper. Hooray. But let me show you one more trick to insert your works cited page. Because remember, you need to make sure that you have a works cited page so that you can avoid plagiarism. If you hit enter one time after your last line, here's what you're going to do. Insert, break, page break. And what that does is create an invisible line right there that no matter how much you type on here, this will always start on a new page. To create your works cited page, now that you have it on a separate page, you center the title, works cited, hit enter. Notice we still have all of our double spacing. Now you're going to have to do one thing that is a little bit wonky. You need to make sure to put in a hanging indent. And here's how you do that. Format, align and indent, indentation options. Make sure that both the left and right are at 0. If they are not on yours, change it to 0. And then down here at special indent, change none to hanging. And 0.5 is perfect. Hit apply. And then from this point forward, everything will be a hanging indent. And I'm just going to type a bunch of gibberish so you can see what a hanging indent looks like. So this is my works cited page. I'm going through, blah, 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 blah. This is my long citation. What a hanging indent does is makes the second line indent instead of paragraph form where the first line is indented. That is a special thing that your works cited page needs. If you are copy and pasting your citations from your working bib or anything else, put them all in first and then highlight everything like this. And then make sure the font is Times New Roman size 12, double spaced, and then do the hanging indent. But if you're typing them all manually this way, this is all you need to do. So that is your MLA tutorial, except for one last piece of advice, which is always give your document a title, because otherwise you're going to end up with 47 untitled documents. So let's go with MLA tutorial because that's what we just did. There we go. We're done. Your MLA formatted.